another universe where I haven't yet felt pain. And maybe in that other universe, I'm a flower and you're the rain. I think somewhere in a different life.
So this is the layout that I came up with using the Ivar planner on the Ikea website. I did browse for a couple of other cabinet units, but ultimately this is the one that I decided to go with because the dimension does fit in nicely in my craft room and it's also very customizable. So I can just add in any shelvings or drawers wherever I want that best fits my needs. But the only problem is that it comes in the pine wood and I'm not so sure how I feel about it matching with my black workstation table, so I am thinking of staining it, but I also haven't done wood staining before in the past, so I'm not sure if it's going to turn out to be a disaster. But we'll see how it goes. I did also decided on more closed shelvings and drawers rather than open shelvings, mainly because I didn't want the place to look cluttered, so I opted for that instead. And also in this area here, you will see that I do have a big slot here that I actually want to add in my pegboard. I did wanted to add in more shelvings here as well, but I figured that I probably already have enough storage space for the time being, so I just left it blank for now. So probably in the future I can think of adding that in. You will also see that I left some space at the bottom here blank, and also this area as well with the storage card. I've actually purposefully left it blank because I do have the wall plug points here, which I didn't want to block it off with the drawers, so that I can easily access them when I actually need to. So yeah, I don't think I will be making any more changes to this, so I think I will just go ahead and check out these items. So these are the pieces that I stained yesterday. The color is actually looking pretty good. It's actually what I expected it to look like, so that's a good thing. But the only thing now is that the wood is actually feeling pretty rough, I would say, although you can't really tell from the video here. So I'm thinking of getting like a hard wax finishing to actually coat all of the wood pieces so that you will have a more smoother finish. But yeah, for today I will be staining my rest of my wood pieces that I have not stained yet. So I'm finally done staining the side panels black. It actually took me longer than expected because although it's not a lot of pieces, but because I had to coat it more times to get it to a pretty dark shade, so that's why it was taking longer. And I also received my hard wax oil today, so I'm going to test that out tomorrow because it's already pretty late right now. So I'm pretty excited to see how it's going to turn out after I coat this on.
It's your little lawyer boyfriend.
So this is the wood stain that I actually used. This is by the brand of Nippon Paint, and it is a water-based stain. So this is actually the first time I'm actually doing wood staining. And what I noticed from this whole process was that after staining the wood and letting it dry down, I noticed that the wood came out a lot more rougher and grainier than it originally was. I'm not sure if you can see from the video here that there are some grains here, wood grains here that are actually raised out from the wood. And when I googled it online, I only realized that the water-based stain actually raises the grain of the wood, so that's why you see these raised grains here. So what I essentially did after I did the staining was that I just sand it down lightly with a sandpaper, so then it gets a more smoother finish. But other than that, I'm actually quite satisfied with how the wood turned out. If you notice, there is a slight shine to the wood, and that's actually not from the wood stain, but actually that's from the hard wax oil that I actually applied, because originally after staining the wood actually looked very matte and also very grainy. So I bought the hard wax oil thinking that it would help to solve the problem of the graininess, but even after applying the coat of the hard wax oil, it was still a bit grainy, so I still had to sand it down lightly another time. So this is actually how it turned out. So this is the back layer of the wood piece that I shown just now. You will see that it's actually very matte and there's no shine at all, because I did not coat any hard wax oil on the back because it's really very time consuming. So you can be able to see how matte the surface looks compared to the front, which looks like this. Oh, and one thing I also wanted to mention for this wood stain is that when I was staining this, I did not smell anything at all. And that's really because this one, it is actually low odor and also low VOC. So that's why I did not smell anything at all as I was staining this. However, for the hard wax oil, this one actually had a bit of odor, I would say, as I was applying it. So I do recommend putting on a mask when you're applying this hard wax oil. So now that I'm done staining all the pieces, I will move them to the craft room to assemble.